Friday night. Did I say Thursday? I know. This is our... my cousin Sharon.
The Tao which can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. The name which can be named is not the eternal name. That which has no name is the beginning of heaven and earth. That which has a name is the mother of all things. But without desire, one can observe indescribable marvel.
Stop!
If always
I,
desirous,
Zeus, command it!
one sees merely
Stop.
traces. These two
That's quite enough.
You're welcome.
No, I mean that's all we need from you, Mr. Chu.
I'm called Lao Chip. But as I sang in the song, a name that is named is not.
That's enough. Hermes, get this flicky Chinaman off the stage.
It's time for America's Next Top God! Brought to you by...
This is your life. A wonderful life. A beautiful life you share with those you love. Too beautiful and wonderful and prosperous to let it be dragged down by OSS. Over 99% of Americans suffer from OSS, Original Sin Syndrome. But you don't have to let it put a crimp in your wonderful, beautiful life, because now there's Beatify. Beatify brings the goodness back. Don't let OSS cast a shadow. Ask your doctor if Beatify is right for you. Rare side effects from misuse of Beatify may include irritating sanctimoniousness, familial dysfunction, having to go, and in very rare instances, eternal torment in the fiery pit. Don't use Beatify if you are also using contraceptives, or if you covet your neighbor's goods, are about to close on a shady business deal, or are attracted to persons of the same gender. Seek immediate medical attention if you have a beatific experience lasting longer than 4 hours. Beatify. Your life, your eternity, your drug.
Yes! America's Top Next Top God! The show in which aspiring deities vie for the right to reign as the supremest of the supreme beings in the USA!
With your host, Classic Deities Emeritus, Ares.
Aphrodite.
But first, let's get the inside dish from those in the know. Our commentators, Ike and Mike.
So, do you like Jesus this year? Or maybe Buddha? Who do you like this year?
Well, you know, I'm not sure I can predict the winner, but there's one thing I do know, and that is that each one of these aspirants will stop at nothing as they claw on top of their way to the top. I mean, these are gods. They are used to having their will be done. And each one of them is waiting for that moment where they can put a foot on the throat of the competition and go, Zinga!
Well, I thought these deities
God, but nobody wants to be known as the second kindest God, the second gentlest, the deity congeniality winner. Take our first contestant, Mr. Buddha. I mean, he is historically huge in Southern Asia. He's got a nice fan base going right now in Europe. But this is America. This is the big time. This is the one that everybody wants. And here, he is just an also-ran worthy of being the warm-up act. And if you think that that thought is not front and center in his mind when he's doing these kick-ass meditations, you just don't know the nature of this.
Well, I think he's about to sing.
Herbies, get this slop out of here. This slime is not a contestant in our pageant. Let's get on with the show, Mike and Ike.
Well, I'm sure you're not the only one that has noticed this. I'm sure everybody notices this. That this contestant is full of white guys. But I think it's about to change.
Oh yeah, the next aspirant we've got is Inanna. And there are so many ways. She was the god, there were plenty of goddesses before her. But she is the one that is credited with shattering the celestial glass ceiling. And there's so many ways she can play her performance. I mean, she can appeal to the sensitivity and the loving, but she's also the fiercest warrior that has made it through to the finals. And personally, if things aren't going the way that she thinks they are, should be going, she could well have a wardrobe malfunction and go Zika!
Well, I think she's about to come on.
There it is.
For you, Inanna, it's all about beating the boys at your own game, huh?
Well, no, Aries. I'd say it's more about love, fertility and love, and communities bound together by love.
Like that. But come on, Inanna. You're known as the goddess of battle, aren't you?
Well, yes, it is sometimes necessary to stir confusion and chaos amongst those who are disobedient. But it's still about love.
So, what are you gonna sing for us tonight?
Well, talk about a personality split. What were those Sumerians thinking when they invented me?
The pains of hell are raging in my bosom, for I am Inanna. I am Inanna, goddess of war. Death and destruction so wildly flame around, so wildly flame around.
feel your chances are for winning this year?
Ari's I already reign in heaven. I come here today to please my followers.
Grateful for the opportunity to show off her great deific skills. She's thankful to her many fans who have supported her through thick and thin, and she humbly asks for your vote so she can be America's next top gal.
Next up is my personal favorite, Dionysus. He's the one I've been waiting for. Dionysus, the Greek god of grape harvest, winemaking, and wine, and of ritual madness and ecstasy.
Yes, Dionysus. I mean, by now, most of the great Greek gods have retired from godding, and they've gone on to new careers like game show producers and whatnot. But Dionysus remains relevant. I mean, I was looking through the media pack backstage, and I opened up one of the little samples he had. Took a sip, and it was like Zigzag dancing in the streets. Dino, you got my vote!
You think it could have been the wine?
Well, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think it could be attributed to the wine.
Yeah, and that makes him popular, but popularity is only one aspect of the American's god. I mean, some feel he lacks the gravitas.
Partake, or you don't live. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I'll break 1,000 more before I am through. I want to be yours, pretty baby. Yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, I'm bad and blue. Bad. Bad to the bone. Make an old woman blush, I make a young girl squeal. Oh, wanna be yours, pretty baby? Yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, I'm better than the bone. And right to the bone. thank you.
What would you say is the center of your message?
It's all about being happy. It's such a wonderful world. If it feels good, do it. Okay. What are you doing after the show?
What Mr. Dionysus means to say is that he's grateful for the opportunity to show off his great deific skills. He's thankful to his many fans who have supported him through thick and thin. And he humbly asks each and every one of you for your vote, so he can be America's next top god.
It's the back there, isn't it?
Sweetheart.
What are you doing after the show, big boy?
This is your life. This is your life. A wonderful life. A beautiful life you share with those you love. Too beautiful and wonderful and prosperous to let it be compromised by ERC. Over 99% of Americans occasionally suffer from ERC, endemic random compassion. But you don't have to let it put a crimp in your wonderful, beautiful life, because now there's Rationalis. Rationalis brings order and regularity back to your life. Ask your doctor if Rationalis is right for you. Rare side effects may include interminable dialectic, income inequality, and existential angst. Some Rationalis users have reported sudden inexplicable reduction of meaning in their lives, including but not limited to the loss of some or all of their friends. Avoid Rationalis if you are also taking faith-enhancing supplements like Beatify, Enlightenment, or Wish on a Stone. Injudicious combinations of these substances may reduce their effectiveness or may strangle up your mind and then people just get uglier. Put your life back into your hands. Talk to your doctor about Rationalis. Rationalis, because it's not your problem.
Our next aspirant is one of the crowd favorites every single year. I'm talking about Filthy Lucre.
Well, I know Filthy Lucre is popular, but is he a god?
Well, I mean, gods work miracles, right? So when I opened up that media pack in the back room, there's this little white envelope. I tore it open. There's a Zeke there with Ben Franklin flying all over the room. I mean, that speaks to me.
Well, I think he's about to come on.
Disclaimer, Filthy Lucre does not have a good voice tonight. Do not let that affect your voice, please. Your vote still counts. Money makes the world go around. The world go around. The world go around. Money makes the world go around. It makes the world go around. A mark, a yen, a buck, or a pound. A buck, or a pound, a peso, or a euro. It's all that makes the world go around. That clink, clink, clank, clink sound. It makes the world go round. Come on, girls, come on. If you have a titty coal in the stove, I'll know. And you go really do. That's the pay. If you happen to be rich and you need a companion, you just ring-a-ling for the maid. You happen to be rich and you find that you've left by your lover, you can complain quite a lot, but you take it on the chin, call a cab, you begin to recover all your 14-karat yacht. Money makes the world go around the world. Money makes the world. It can be door. Hunger comes a knock, rat-a-tat, rat-a-tat at the window. Who's there?
Hunger!
Oh! Bad love flies out the door. Money makes the world Money makes the world that clinking, clinking sound. Money, 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 money. One color and one color pound. Clinking, clinking, clinking sound. It's all that makes the world go around. It makes the world go round.
Mr. Luker, do you think this will be the year that you'll finally get your due and win America's top prize?
Does it really matter? Because they worship me anyway.
What Mr. Luker's trying to say is that he's grateful for the opportunity to show off his great deific skills. He's thankful to his many fans for their support through thick and thin, and he humbly thanks each and every one of you for your vote so he can be America's next top god.
Nobody's throwing me off. I get to do another too, no?
Well, Ike, next up is the hands-on favorite and reigning champion of 11-6 consistent Top God contests. What is it that makes Jesus so popular? And you think this is the year he could be beaten?
Well, if he is beaten, it would be the biggest upset since Jesus, in his first year of competition, blindsided the Great Spirit with his my way or the highway type approach. But Jesus really has put together an awesome run since then. I mean, he's got this awesome ability to combine some like awesome rock hard stability combined with this flexibility that's like
Awesome?
awesome, yes. When he sings, he's singing to everybody, and yet the words go right into your heart. And when he
What he does next is, why have the contest at all? It sounds like it's foreordained.
well, yeah, I mean, Jesus does know how you're going to vote. So is it really an expression of your free will if you vote against him, or does it just mean that you've been predestined to spend eternity in the fiery pit?
Jesus, how are you feeling tonight? Do you think you'll take the crown again this year?
Well, my kingdom is not really of this world.
What Mr. Christ means to say is that he's grateful for this opportunity to show off his fine deific skills. He's thankful for the support of his many supporters that stood by him through thick and thin. And he humbly asks each of you for your vote so we can remain America's top god. You do love your fans, don't you?
Of course, anyone loves their own fans. Even the tax collectors do the same. But it seems to me we should love everybody, even those who are against us.
What Mr. Christ means, isn't he a sweetheart? Oh. You gotta vote for a guy that can say neat stuff like that. What he really means is...
We should love everybody. The weakest among us, the saddest among us, those who have made the wrong choices, even those who hate us.
Mr. Price really means that you should love everybody who deserves it, and everybody who disagrees with it, as long as they come around to our side. Really, this event, what you're really gonna love, the song Jesus has selected for this year. Hit it, maestro!
The birds they sang at the break of day start again. I heard them say, don't dwell on what has passed away or what is yet to be. The wars they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be caught again. Bought and sold and bought again. The dove is never free. So ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. We asked for signs, the signs were sent. The birth betrayed, the marriage spent. The widowhood of every government, signs for all to see. I can't run no more with that lawless crowd, where killers in high places say their prayers out loud. But they've summoned up a thunder now. They're gonna hear from me. So ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. So ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in.
Another solid performance from Jesus, Ike. Do you think he's pulled it off again this year?
Well, I don't know. That was kind of an intellectual song, you know. I'm used to him doing things like loving everybody while at the same time hating the exact same people you hate. But this one was a bit different, you know. I mean, other contestants
as the old saw goes, the first shall be last. I'm talking about Father God. He was our first America's Top God winner. And he's going to sing for us.
Yeah, but being the first Top God winner in America comes with a little asterisk. I mean, he was the only competitor, in fact, the only voter for like an eternity. He had some competition. But he has shown some good staying power. I mean, his act might be a little bit outmoded, but you'll see, it still really packs a punch.
Father God, what is it that keeps you still competitive after all these years?
Well, you know, some people think that being old somehow means being weak or not being able to do the job right. But we know the truth about that. Old people can be very important. Look what Brett Favre did for the Vikings. Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves. Torrey Hunter started today batting second and playing right field. And then, of course, Tony Bennett singing with Lady Gaga. He really knows how to pack a punch. Yes, we've all still got it.
That's right. You still got it. What is it?
It is love. Pure, simple love. Steadfast love. Love for all my beloved children.
You mean it's strong and unchanging, even through less harmonious times?
Yes, yes. Pure, steadfast love. Even when my people lust after other gods. Even when they start making graven images and abominations and eating shellfish and chicken McNuggets and watching Christian evangelists doing Christian rock on television. They're asking me to smite them down!
Yes, it's great. The emotion is still there. This guy is just great. And what I love about this big guy, he cares so much. And of course, basically, what he's trying to say is that he's grateful for the chance to show off his great deific skills. He's thankful to his many fans who have supported him through thick and thin, and he humbly asks each and every one of you for your vote so he can be America's next top God.
More than I could do. But all
share of losing. Now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. Oh, what is a God? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he really feels, and not the words of one who kneels. I faced it all and I stood tall because I'm young.
Call for your free consultation at 800-666-1984. The staff at the law firm of Stamp, Archfiend, and Vetinoir are friendly, down-to-earth folks who care about your spiritual welfare and who will stick it to those unfeeling drug lords who took advantage of your transcendent nature and get you the remuneration you are entitled to so you can continue on your spiritual quest. Call now before other aspirants get all the moolah. That's 1-800-866-1984.
whose identity is hidden from wonder into wonder.
The door to all subtleties.
The door to all mystery. Existence opens. Creative evolution.
All right, Mary, Howard, front and center. Okay. This is where I'm supposed to hand you the dozens of roses that I remembered to get, and it was one of those days that I remembered those dozens of roses 12 minutes ago, and I didn't think I could do it. So, I want to thank Howard for his inspiration for this. This show's been hanging around for a little while in abeyance. And I want to thank you for your inspiration for the show. And I want to thank Mary for her wrangling skills. I want you to look at this group of people up here. This is not an easy group of people to wrangle. You guys go and love these people, you know what I'm saying. So thank you, Mary, for the wrangling. Thank you to Howard for the creativity. And thank you to everybody for giving us a chance to laugh, to scream, and maybe even think a little bit. Have a great Sunday afternoon. And if you're available to help move chairs and tables, we would love to have your help. Thank you. Bye.